Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Dr. Johnny Kirk here with Chiropractic First in Rockford with episode 3 of season 5 of Fitness Fridays. And today, what we're going to be looking at is a topic that I've been talking to a number of clients with, but it's strength and specifically strengthening your back muscles. Now, why is strength important? Anyone who deals with weakness or let's say weak bones, or as you're aging, our bones naturally try to weaken, and the best way to prevent that is to do either body weight exercises or actual weighted exercises. This stimulates the osteoclast and osteoblast, your bone cells, to help get them stronger. But besides from your bones, the other thing is exercising the back reduces that stiffness and keeps the connective fibers of the ligaments, tendons flexible. It allows them for better mobility. And the biggest thing is strength is going to help you prevent further injury. You need to have strength because mobility is number one, but without strength, you have no stability. And so what we're going to look at is we're going to look at some deadlifts and press-ups, which are my two favorite back exercises when it comes to strength. I'm going to show you my TRX bands, which are a new addition to Fitness Fridays here. And then, of course, I'll show you different rows that you can do with the TRX bands, but then also some barbell rows as well. And so let's dive right into it. As we look into this, the deadlift itself. So I'm going to switch it up and use a deadlift bar, okay? And I have a bar here because I think the center of gravity is easier when you have a bar, right? So if I'm going to do a deadlift, the biggest thing is to be like upright posture, right? This is my end position. You can get a side view. I'm here at the very top of my position. But as I have a bar here, the key is not to bend like a Roman deadlift. Some Roman deadlifts, you can go straight down and have straight legs. I think that puts a lot of pressure on the back. If you're ready for that, you can do it. But what I actually prefer is a slight bend in the knees. And this is your deadlift position, right? You can see where my back is. You can see my knees are slightly bent, but I have that 45-degree curve in my back. This is your down position. Obviously, you can start with the weight on the floor, but when you pick up the weight, I mean, this is where you're imagining. And I can feel my glutes, my low back muscles, and my upper back muscles, and then the top position is exploding. You want to explode through your hips and kind of pop your hips up because that's going to be where you have tall strength. And I don't want you to be jerky. The movement should be very fluid, right? So deadlifts here, by far one of the best things to strengthen. But then after deadlifts, a lot of times people get back pain in the lowest part of their back. So what you want to do is go right into, excuse the yoga ball, but you want to go right into press-ups, right? This is going to allow you to not strain any discs in your low back. It's going to allow you to help strengthen and stretch out those back muscles. And then, of course, you're going to be able to work the other back muscles by doing this as well. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you guys, I'm already losing my breath. Next thing I'm going to show you guys are the TRX bands. Now, these TRX bands, I'll show them to you, but this goes right into your door frame, right? So these are two kind of cables that lock into the door itself, and you can do so much with these. One of my favorite exercises with this is just reverse flies, right? So I'm sitting back here, all my weight's kind of being pulled, and then I literally just kind of help pull myself up, right? This is a TRX band move that I'm using the weight of myself to be the weight that I use. And of course, with reverse flies, you can also go into rows here. You can go into high rows here. You can go into over the top raises. I know the camera's kind of tough to see right now, but these TRX bands are great. And then, of course, look at me. I can practice my squats. I mean, these TRX bands are great. They're very simple. You can kind of see here, I have it attached to the door frame, and then there's just two bands there. So very efficient thing, very inexpensive, and you get the most out of it. Now, the last exercise I'm going to share with you, let me fix this for us. The last exercise I'll share with you are just regular rows. And we've talked about doing band rows before, but what I think the best row is once again having this barbell here, because if I do in a row, I'm here, I'm once again in that table, kind of that deadlift position, And my row is trying to strengthen this whole part of my back, right? So I'm doing a row, I'm tall, I'm here, and I'm here. What's nice about these rows is you can do grips like this where my hands are underneath, but you can target the upper trap muscles by having over grip and pulling higher, right? So there's two different angles of attack. There's one here where I'm kind of pulling up, and then I'll under grip and I'll pull low. Now feel like the difference between pulling low here versus pulling high to my chest. Woo! All right, so I know that was probably a lot, but that's how you strengthen. That is how you strengthen the back muscles, because without no strength, you're not going to have that stability. So I hope you guys are enjoying this season of Fitness Fridays. If you have any questions for more strength exercises, ask me and we can go through them next time. All of you have an awesome, awesome weekend and stay fit.